Yeah, I mean, I remember that when I lived in Japan, I had my own small English school, and one of my students was a man in his 60s, and he had such a lovely personality. I found it so hard to believe that just before I met him, he was an alcoholic, used to play pachinko all the time and smoked. And he went and saw his doctor for a yearly checkup. And I think they warned him, saying, look, you won't be here for long if you keep drinking and smoking. And so he decided to start learning Iaido. I guess that's what we would call sword drawing or
Sure. Yeah. Yeah.
simulating strikes with a Japanese sword, a katana. But he told me that his sensei would use, I guess, a live blade, so a real sharp sword. And his goal, what was required of him, was to get to that point where they'd become so skilled that they would use a sharp, real sword. And he told me this story one day that he's talking to his sensei and he accidentally dropped his sword on his foot. And fortunately, the non-blade side of the sword landed on his foot. So I thought, gee, these some of these practitioners really take their craft seriously, where they're risking serious injury by using a live blade. And yeah, it was fascinating. Him learning Iaido really changed his life,
I
and
believe it. Yeah.
yeah, he became
Yeah.
very
That's a beautiful
healthy,
story.
very relaxed, very just felt good to be around him. He was just a really nice, gentle, yeah, one of these fiercely gentle men. And I think he would spend hours just training. And yeah, he would show me some techniques. And I really love this idea of some of the patterns were really just this one strike approach where I guess, broadsword fighting, you have this image of quite a long battle. In Japanese, it's really one strike, and
That's right.
you imagine basically killing your opponent with one strike or killing multiple opponents with one strike each, and you would simulate those movements. And I thought, wow, this is quite interesting, this art of drawing the sword. So
It's not too late to get started, Nick.